evening, blessed. Jim is a professional speaker by trade. He and I have been colleagues all over the world in presentations for over 40. I was trying to think whether it's 40 or 50 years.
It's over 40 years.
It's certainly over 40 years. And occasionally we would get together and jam a little bit. He's crazy about guitar, I'm crazy about fiddle. And so a friend of ours in Alabama called me one day and he said, you know, you ought to invite Jim to come to the Java Jam. Jim's from California, you understand. And I'm thinking he's not going to come to the Java Jam all the way from California. And you know what? He said, if you guys are putting it on, I'm going to be there. So he flew all the way into California, and boy, are his arms tired. Flew all the way in at his own expense to be here with you guys tonight. And the reason for that, I told him we have the finest audience, the most participating audience that he would ever run into, that he would love this venue.
There you go.
So keep in mind, this is going to be a live recording, and you guys are going to be as much a part of the show as these folks here. We're recording this, videotaping it, and it is going to be released at some time, probably this year, as a CD, both for Jim's personal use and for the Java Jam band. Now here's the thing about it. I want you to really applaud, to hoot, to holler, to whistle, make this sound like it's a real, live, appreciative audience, as I know all of you are. You can't overdo it. So if you see me or anybody else go like this, that means you're going to really applaud. You know, let's try that once, see how that's going to work. Big applause. Big applause. Okay, terrific. And if you find something that's funny, laugh at it hard. If you want to jump up and dance, just jump up and do it. We'll
If you want to sing along, please sing along.
Yeah, and there will be a few sing-along songs here. So we're going to start out tonight with a real dream of a tune. The Everly Brothers recorded this some years ago. It's called Dream, 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 or All I Want to Do Is Dream.
Yep. Whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. Dream, dream, dream when I feel blue in the night and I need you to hold me tight whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. I can make taste your lips of wine anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. Dream, 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 dream. Dream, 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 dream.
the show, and he's been kind enough to invite us to sit in with him and back him up. And so, Jim, I'm going to let you take over the announcing chores here in just a second. As soon as I make them do a couple of more things, I want to introduce the band to you. On the saxophone over here is Hansi, he goes by a single name. He's from Georgia, and that's about 3,000 miles east of Atlanta. That's great saxophone. And here on bass is the only 100% Chiricahua Apache bass player in all of Wharton County, Rick Key. The Executive Director of Wharton Chamber of Commerce and Agriculture is a billion-dollar industry. And John on bass here, we call him bass man sometimes because he doubles the bass and guitar, but John Purcell from California. And I'm Doc Blakely, and Jim, now you got the program. You tell us what we're going to play. We'll back to you.
All right, thank you very much, and thank you for the wonderful privilege of being here in Wharton. This is absolutely sweet, and I said something to Doc earlier. He said, you got to tell the people that. And I said, okay. Doc mentioned that I'm a professional speaker, so I do seminars and speeches around the world for conventions. I said, we're heading here in his truck, and I said, this is cooler than when I was the keynote speaker for the 100-year anniversary of Harley Davidson. But I'm sincere. I mean it. I was, and it is. And my music mentor is Glenn Campbell. I'm from Arkansas. I grew up in Little Rock. He grew up in Delight, which would be spelled delight, but it's Delight in Arkansas. And I had an opportunity to play a tune with him at the Thousand Oaks, California Civic Arts Festival 2 years ago. And Glenn has Alzheimer's now, so he's disabled, but he was still able to play a tune. And he was at an art festival booth with Jane Seymour, the actress. And I've met her before because I live in the area and I've seen her. And she recognized me and she said, Jim, have you ever met Glenn Campbell? And I wet myself. No, I didn't really, but I felt like, I didn't know what to do. I was stunned, I was speechless. And so I walked over and talked with him about Arkansas for a moment, and then we had our picture taken, and then I started walking away, and all of a sudden I stopped and I said, you idiot, he's still there. So I turned around and went back just to be near him. And he was posing for pictures with others, and I said, Glenn, you ought to have a guitar. So I handed him mine, and he started playing. And I started singing. And he nodded for me to continue, and we sang a duet. And Jane Seymour captured it on her iPhone. Greatest musical moment until now of my career. This is his signature song. It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your clutch. And it's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and pause, ink stains that have dried upon some line. That keeps you on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, keeps you ever gentle on my mind. Not clinging to the rocks and ivy planted on their columns out that binds me. That's something that somebody said because they thought we fit together walking. It's just knowing that the world will not be cursing or forgiving when I walk along some railroad track and find you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind.
train yard. My beard up in coal pile and a dirty hat pulled low across my face. Through cupped hands round a tin can, I pretend to hold you to my breast and find that you're waving from the back roads by the rivers of my memory, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind. Thank you.
That was kind of a fade out. Actually, it's kind of a cop out on my part. But big hand for Jim Cathcart on Gentle on Mine. He's pretty gentle on the ear.
Sorry, tickets.
Your cheating heart will make you weep. You'll cry and cry and try to sleep.